Hey guys, welcome back to December Media Studios, where we talk about everything cool tech. It's your boy Jubei here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 6th generation iPad mini. I've had this iPad mini now for about 3 months, and I did make a review of the product a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to link that down in the description below. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. Today we're going to be checking out the apps that makes this iPad so useful for me. Personally, I feel like this is a very portable device. It's actually quickly become my daily driver along with my iPhone. So I do use the iPad mini with the iPhone mini as well. So I think it's just a great combination. If you want to see a video about that also, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll just show you how I combine both the iPhone mini and the iPad mini together as a daily driver. This iPad mini is very, very portable and really comfortable to use. I think a very good part of this iPad is having the Apple Pencil as well. I'm just going to be showing you what apps that have made it very, very functional for me. I honestly think that this is the best product that Apple released in 2021. So this video is quite different from what we are used to on this channel because it's about 15 to 20 minutes long. I would recommend you can go ahead and grab your snacks, your drinks, and come back and let's check out this video together. So we're going to be talking about the apps that I have currently on my iPad and how I use them. I do have quite a few apps on here, so we're not going to go into details on every single one of them, but let's go ahead and show you my home screen. So I do have two main home screens, and if you see here, I don't have any apps or icons on my home screen. I just like to have widgets only, which I think is pretty neat. You know, I find this to be very relaxing and very soothing. You know, I just think it's organized properly for my taste. So yeah, I'm going to start with the first widget, which is Apple Music. I do listen to music from time to time, and you know, this is some of the music that I listen to on Apple Music. And then the next one would be the App Store. I have this widget on here because this is where I want to go to download my apps very frequently. So I go to the App Store, and you know, if I find a new app that I want to, you know, purchase, I always come here and download my apps. Now, calendar, I use the default calendar app. I love this calendar app, honestly, and I don't see any reason to download any additional calendar apps. I know a lot of people would download different apps and stuff like that, but personally I think this app is just fine. It works fine and good for me. So this is my calendar, and I love using this calendar app. The next thing will be my photos. So this will just change this photo. I know it's showing me right now, and this can just be kind of funny. I'd like to look at myself. That's not the case. No, it randomly shows a slideshow of photos that I have you know, on my iPad. So it's not just me thinking I'm looking so cool and I just have a picture. By the way, that photo was taken by my daughter anyway. You know, that was the first photo of me that she actually snapped, and she actually took by herself. Anyway, the next widget would be my weather app. I'm currently in Memphis, as you guys can see. You know, I'm not going to click into that. We do have the Notes app as well. One cool thing with the Apple Pencil when you use the iPad is you can slide from your bottom right corner up, and it's going to give you your notes, and you can quickly jot down notes, or you can just click on the notes itself as well, and you know, and there you have it. You have the notes. Okay, so the next thing is news. I always come here for my daily news. Sometimes I will go on YouTube as well, but if I just want to read the news, I use the Apple News app as well. So again, I'm very, very basic. I don't use all these extra apps and stuff like that. I just like to use my natural apps. So I have Find Mine. I'm not going to click into that because that is going to show my location and all that good stuff. I have my mail widget here. So I like this because it's very accessible to get to my most recent mail in my email and stuff like that. And then I do have these app widgets right here where you can actually put up to 8 apps that you frequently use. Sometimes it will suggest the apps for you, and sometimes you can just put like the ones you really want to use. So Facebook, Wise, we'll talk about Wise later on down the line in the video. Instagram, Google Home, we'll talk about that till later on. YouTube, Painter, we have LinkedIn, and of course Tesla. You guys know I just purchased a Tesla a few weeks ago, and I'm still waiting on my delivery. So let's see how that goes. And then of course we have time zones. I like to have different time zones here so I can see what time it is. So when I want to call people that are not in the US. I kind of want to have an idea of what time it is so I don't call them at the wrong time. And then let's go to page 2 of my home screen. So the page 2 is where I call my fun page. I don't really do a lot of stuff for fun on my iPad, but pretty much this is all I do here. I do have my games right here. I love playing solitaire, especially when I'm on my lunch break at my job, or maybe even when I'm trying to just, brainstorm. Sometimes you find me using solitaire when I brainstorm because it's relaxing for me, and then also I can think when I'm more relaxed. And I just pull out, what I do is I just pull up my notes right here, and I just jot down my notes and jot down ideas and whatever it is that I need, that I'm thinking about. So say for example, I'm thinking about my next video, how to plan my next video, I can just make a quick note here, and while I'm playing solitaire, I can actually have the notes on here, and it's really cool. I find it fun to have. But yeah, I will dive deeper into my fun apps later on. And then here I do have like my battery percentage icon here. It just shows me what the battery status is for the devices I have connected to my iPad. For example, the iPad itself, the Apple Pencil. If I had my AirPods right here as well, we're also going to see a status bar right there for the AirPods. Let me know what percentage it is. And then also I use Apple TV. I don't have Netflix, y'all, but I use Apple TV, and I will come here from time to time to watch a show or two. It's fun. You find they have nice shows on here, so sometimes when I just want to watch, I'm not a TV guy. I do a lot of YouTubes, but I don't really watch shows and stuff like that. But occasionally I'll find myself coming here watching a show or two. And then also TikTok. I try to stay away from TikTok, guys. I really do. TikTok is it's a devil. So the reason why I say that is because one time on this app right here, it takes me a long time to shut it down. Like I find myself being on this app for an hour, 2 hours, sometimes maybe longer at night when I'm trying to wind down and sleep. So I don't recommend doing that when you're trying to go to bed. TikTok is the devil. Like I said, there's a lot of creative, fun people on there, and you just end up spending hours and hours of time on TikTok if you always go there. But yeah, I try to avoid the app. I love it so much, but yeah, occasionally you find me on TikTok. And then right here is my screen time. This just shows you what apps or what it is that I'm using from time to time, how frequently I'm using certain apps. It's just like some analytics of what you're doing all week and stuff like that, what apps are being used most frequently and things like that. So my app library, we're going to get to that in a bit, but let's go through the app drawer. On the app drawer, I have my most frequently used apps, which is Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, my OneDrive. I use OneDrive. Funny thing is though, I think you can't be safe enough, so I have OneDrive, I have iCloud, and I have Google Drive, and I put all my documents in all three of them, so I back up my backup on all three drives. So it's just what I do. I like to be safe. I don't want to lose any important files. So yeah, I do that a lot. And then the next one here would be Vectornator. I use this for like thumbnails. I use this for thumbnails, for my YouTube videos and stuff like that. There's another app that I use for thumbnails as well, and we're going to talk about that later. I use Safari more than Google Chrome. I just love Safari, especially with the continuity that you get from working on your iMac, and then you want to pick it up on your iPad or your iPhone. I think it's just very convenient to use Safari. I have nothing against Google Chrome. I've been using Google for a long time. I recently just transitioned to using Safari for everything browsing. So yeah, I still use Chrome once in a while as well. Of course, YouTube, you guys know how that works. Cameras, you know how that works. FaceTime, I do love the FaceTime feature here. So guys, hey guys, that's me. Yeah, but I really do love this FaceTime camera just because when you move around, the camera just comes with you. It kind of like looks for you, and it's right there moving with you. It's just the camera. I'm not moving the screen, y'all. It's the camera just following me around. And I like the fact that when somebody else comes into this into the screen, it kind of expands and try to catch, you know, both people you have on in the screen. That way it just makes it you know, nice looking. I like it. All right, well, yeah. And then messages, I'm not going to go into my messages. Of course, we do have settings. You know, this is where you set a whole lot of stuff on your iPad. We're not going to go into that. All right, now my app library. You can get to the app library simply by swiping to the end of your home screen, or if you want to click on this icon right here and you get into your app library. So you can pull down, you know, to search, or you can just go through the folders that it's created for you. So we're going to go through a few of these folders. We're not going to do suggestions, recently added. Okay, let's go into recently added. So I do like the Adobe Fill and Sign. I use this quite often. When I want to sign some documents, you know, I really do like using this app. You know, let me show you guys how it works. So say for example, you want to sign a document. I'm going to do a sample here for it. They actually have a sample form here. I want to fill this out. I'm going to delete that. I want to fill this out. I need to sign this. You just zoom in. You've finished going through the documents and stuff like that, and now it's time to sign. You just click on this sign icon right here, and you can create a new signature, or if you just want to initial, you can create an initials right there and put it on there. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to be creating a signature. So if I want to sign a document, I can just easily go in there and sign, and I'm done. There you go. So I can put that right here. I can reduce it, reduce the size, put it right there. Voila, I'm done. Document signed. I can put the date in there and send it. You know, so that's pretty easy. I love using that for signing documents. Amazon and eBay, we all know how those work. I tend to use Amazon more than I use eBay. Call of Duty, I enjoy Call of Duty Mobile. It's fun. I don't really play a lot of Call of Duty on my iPad because you have to use the controller and stuff like that. Well, you don't have to, but I enjoy using the controller, and I don't always bring that with me all the time. The next app would be Colors, Happy Color. Guys, I'm telling you, man, this app is fantastic. Don't laugh at me, guys. I know you may be thinking, why does a grown man need a color app? I'm telling you, man, once you try it, you can't stop. I'm telling you, it passes time. I usually would color the Marvel cartoons and stuff. So I would color these. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of hours, countless hours just coloring. You can see that, guys, for yourself. You know, just coloring and coloring and coloring. Again, now I will use this app when I'm like maybe waiting. You know, I go to like an appointment and I'm waiting in the waiting room or whatever the case is. I can quickly use that to pass time. And then of course the Tesla app, guys. Y'all know I just purchased a Tesla Model 3. I'm still waiting on my delivery. My delivery date was actually bumped up from June, July to May, June, so that's good. You don't have widgets for the Tesla app like you do on your iPhone. However, you know, it works. It's fine. VN, that's a video editing app that I also use occasionally. And then we have the YouTube Studios. The YouTube Studios just shows you like analytics of your channel, you know, view times, hours, what people are searching, what's your most viewed video, where the views are coming from, what region of the continent, and whatever. So comments, if you want to reply to comments, or you want to like, whatever the case is. So you see all of that on here. And then the next folder is games. So again, we talked about Call of Duty, we talked about Happy Color, Solitaire, we talked about Solitaire. I use Solitaire quite frequently. Socials, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Now I don't really do a lot of social media, but I'm on here occasionally. Once in a while you find me just scrolling. Utilities, this predominantly Apple apps here, but what app I want to talk about here is Tuya Smart is really good app. I use Tuya Smart to link my smart home devices that I can't naturally add to my Google Home. So it kind of helps me just attach everything to my Google Home, because my home is connected to Google Home. It's a smart home. So guys, if you guys want to see a video on my smart home, please let me know in the comments down below. You know, I might do like, you know, small tour of my home for you guys and just show you how I use my smart home devices. But yeah, that's really fun to have. Guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button. It does help me on this channel. To my current subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. Hit the like button as well. Turn on the notification button so you can get notified notified when I upload new videos like this. Also, let me know if there's any app that you would like for me to talk about that I didn't talk about here. If you have suggestions on any apps that you think I should have or is worthy to be on an iPad, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll definitely take a look at those apps as well. So creativity, I use iMovie. Actually, my first video on this channel was made on iMovie, so yeah, I use iMovie quite a little bit as well. Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, yeah, I use that for my YouTube thumbnails. I use that alongside Vectornator as well. So sometimes I will edit something on Vectornator, import it to Lightroom, and then do like the color grading on there. YouTube Studios, we talked about that already. And then others, of course, Amazon, eBay, Google Home. So again, like I mentioned earlier, my house is a smart home, and I have a lot of smart home devices on here, as you can see, that are connected to the internet, to Google. So I mean, if you guys want to see a video of this, just let me know in the comments down below. We're not going to waste too much time there. Wise is another good company. They actually do have a lot of smart home devices that I find to be very, very good. They work really great. And they're very, very inexpensive as well. So well, they used to be inexpensive, but now I guess due to the chip shortage, everything is becoming expensive. But I do have quite a few cameras from Wise, and I have other products from Wise. This video is not sponsored at all, but I do like their products. So if you want to see me review some of their products, please let me know. And Wise, if you're watching, send me some products, man. I'm gonna review your products for free, guys. All right, so let's keep going. Entertainment. I do use Apple Music, PlayStation app. So I have the PS app. I would sometimes download games, like recently I purchased Seafood directly from the PS app here on my iPad, and I had that downloaded to my console. And when I got home, it was ready to be played. I just went ahead and played. So I do have the PS Remote app as well. I use the PS5, and this is really cool because you can play the game remotely on your iPad, and I think that app comes in really handy, whenever you're bored or whatever the case is. Yeah, you can just launch that and cut your PS5 on and play your games remotely. All right, so productivity. My productivity on my iPad looks completely different from what it is on my iPhone, just because I do have some of like my finance apps on there, like banking and all that good stuff. But I don't have that here because I just would not rather go through Safari and access all these shortcuts on here for banking. But yeah, the productivity, what can I talk about? Yeah, Smart Home Manager. The Smart Home Manager is a good app from AT&T. I do like that app because if I want to give a guest like some temporary access to my Wi-Fi, I can give them temporary access from the app, and they can use my Wi-Fi, and I can go back in there and delete their device once they're gone, or whatever the case is. I can manage what devices are connected and stuff like that, which is really cool. I find that really neat. So guys, that's the end of this video. You guys have seen all the apps that I have on my iPad. If you have enjoyed this video, and if you've been on this channel for so long, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I really do appreciate your support. Please go ahead, smash the like button. Let me know what you think about the apps, what apps I'm missing, what apps I should try, what apps are you really like, and what you're gonna try. Let me know all of that in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.